I'm going to show you how to use the add-on Flubaroo to um, install in your Google Forms and to do some automatic grading whenever you do multiple choice or true-false type answers in Google Forms. So first I'm going to just show you this example Google form that I created. It's a simple little quiz, 3 questions. I have multiple choice, a drop-down selection, and then the check boxes that I use for true false. So that's the Google form that I'm going to be using. So if I open the responses, that opens in Sheets, and your add-on for Flubaroo will actually be in Sheets. So you'll go to the add-on tab, get add-ons, and then here's the Flubaroo add-on right here. So click free, say yes, I want to accept and give it permission to run in my Google Sheets. You can click learn more to kind of get a little tutorial, but I'm going to show you that same tutorial right here. So if you grade, so whenever you want to use Flubaroo to grade your forms that you've had submitted, go to the add-ons tab. If you hover over Flubaroo, you can click grade assignment. So step 1, it's going to ask you to assign points to each. So let's say if I want to give question number 1, I want to make it worth 2 points. And then question number 3, I could make it worth even more. I could skip it, or I could say that it identifies the student. So for example, if you wanted to have the first question on your test allow the student to type in their name, so then that way their name is associated with the Google form, and then you could select, if that was question number 1, you could just select that identifies the student, and so that you're not going to assign points to that. So once you have your point values all assigned, you click continue. Step 2, you're going to select which submission is going to be used as the answer key. And so I just did a submission just now with my answer key. If you have it collect the Google account usernames, then you will see which one's yours and you'll be able to select yours. So before you do this, you will have to go through as the teacher and you will have to take the test or quiz in Google Forms and select all of the correct answers. So then yours will be used as the answer key. So hit continue, and it is grading my assessment, and it says my grading is complete. So in just, a second, it has graded all of my work. So I'm going to view the grades. And what it does is really cool. It gives me a summary up here. It tells that there were 4 points possible on this quiz. The average was a 3. There was 1 low scoring question, and it automatically highlights the low scoring questions. So out of all the people that took the assessment that wasn't my answer key, no one got this question correct. And so what it will do is it will highlight all of the low scoring questions, and that is set to 50% or lower. So if half or more than half of your students miss a question, it will have those automatically highlighted so that you can very quickly see what questions students didn't do very well on and what questions you probably need to go back and reteach. So it gives me a breakdown here. The average percentage was a 75%, and then what the different students scored, and what the different, on what test, what they scored. So if you have your students, if you have for example, if you had your entire class and question 1 was for them to put their name or put their user ID, like Apple or, their Google account username, then those would all show up here in this left column, and then it would have all of their responses out to the right. So you would be able to see the specific student. Mine is not showing that because this was set up as an anonymous form and it didn't track who was answering what in the form. So if you set it up as a test or quiz for your students, you'll want to make sure that you either require their Harrisonville Google login or that the first question of the test is for them to type in either their name or their email or something that will identify them. So very quickly, that's how you use Flubaroo and how you can get it to automatically grade quizzes and tests for you.